Good morning. Pertinent questions we're asking on the program today. Welcome to today's TVC Breakfast. My name is Etoma Edu.
And good morning, Nigeria. It's always a pleasure to have you join us every morning. There's a lot to talk about on the show this morning. Welcome to TVC Breakfast. The name is Ria Abdul.
Good morning, Nigeria. Indeed, it is time for breakfast. I look forward to having wonderful conversations with you this morning. My name is Olamide Odekunle.
And thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's a beautiful day, and then we're happy to have you join us this morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
It rained this morning, but then we just have to be here.
I'm happy that we love our job. Whatever it is, we make sure we get to the office. But it wasn't easy yesterday.
The news doesn't stop. It doesn't wait for anyone.
It doesn't wait for anyone.
Yes, I saw a very interesting photograph of your car yesterday.
I love that you guys are laughing at my trauma.
No, but the thing is that it's beautiful to see that you're still here this morning. It shows how much you put into the job as well.
My car was absolutely flooded, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who struggled with this yesterday. You know, the Lekki axis, it was absolutely unbelievable. We're here this morning, ready to serve breakfast.
Of course, and my heart goes out to everybody who got their car destroyed yesterday, honestly, because it's really not the best. But anyway, there's a lot to talk about on the show this morning. You know how we do it. At some point, we're going to do the newspaper review where Ibrahim brings us everything that has made the headline of the newspaper. And then we have an interview where we'll speak about the GDP. So please stay close to your TV screens because that's a very important conversation. And then we get to go to Abuja for the FCT brief where they give us everything happening in Abuja. And then we come back to Lagos where Olamide is right here and she's going to tell us everything happening all around the world with trending now. So please grab your cup of coffee and let's have a fantastic show. Now we'll start with the story where the trial of Senator representing Kogi Central Senatorial District, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, at the FCT High Court was stalled due to objections she raised against the competence of the charges. Now, Senator Natasha predicted her concerns on the alleged abuse of prosecutorial powers by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, by filing charges against her at the High Court and the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory on the same subject matter and the same complaints. Now, senior reporter Celestina Ira has more reports.
At the resumed sitting, David Caswell, the prosecuting counsel, informed the court of his readiness to open the case against the defendant. He claimed to have his first witness, a superintendent of police, Abdulhafiz Garba, in court to testify against Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. He requested permission from the court to call the witness into the witness box. The request was, however, opposed by lead counsel to the defendant, West Idahosa, on the ground that his client has filed a motion or notice challenging the competence of the charges and the jurisdiction of the court. West Idahosa said the motion has been set on the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, as required by law, but the AGF has not responded. Mr. Caswell, on his part, argued that he ought to have been served personally or informed on the phone on the filing of the motion and requested that Senator Natasha's claim be rejected. Trial Judge Justice Chizoba Orji found in the case file that the AGF office was served with the motion but has not responded as required by law. After taking arguments for and against the adjournment, Justice Chizoba Orji held that the proper thing was to shift the trial to enable the AGF to respond to the motion in the interest of fair hearing. The judge adjourned till 27th of October for Natasha's motion to be heard, along with the response of the AGF. Outside the premises of the court, supporters of Senator Natasha were waiting to escort her to the National Assembly. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.
Yes, thank you for that report. Now, we have it. Natasha is not backing down at all. And you know that there's something that caught my attention and I had to bring it to this table. Why did they have to do a ceremony to remove the seal from her office? I didn't understand that as well. But it was good to see her sitting on a chair, for the first time. I just hope there will not be drama again. But we're seeing what is happening. She's not backing down. She's even coming back and she's saying that there are some things that she would not take. We're seeing that the case has been adjourned again. Natasha is not stopping anytime soon.
Yes. Now, objecting to the relevance of the charges in any case is a very easy way for you to have an adjournment. These are some of those courtroom tricks that you bring up to prolong a case. And that's exactly what she did. She's just gotten herself some days until the 27th of October for her own objections to be heard, not even the case itself. Natasha going back to the Senate is something that should have been a quiet thing. You know, if every party in this brouhaha decided to be level-headed about it. But you see, when her suspension period elapsed and the National Assembly said, no, because of a case in court and all that, I started expecting drama. It is nice to see that she, though not easy, gained access to her office, and she sat down, and even if it were you, when you come back after such controversy and everything, you will take some hard lines.
And I love the fact that you say after a lot of controversy. But Olamide, when we talk about this issue, you know, we've said a couple of times when she wasn't there, her people suffered because at the end of the day, nobody was speaking for them. Like Etoma said, I thought her return was going to be very quiet. I didn't know that it was going to get to a point that she will be blocked, this will happen, there'll be a protest and all of that. Why wasn't she able to just go to the office calmly and continue her duties?
This case with Natasha has never been quiet, right?
At all.
It has always been loud. It's always been coming with a lot of fanfare. And unfortunately, oftentimes when a woman brings claims like that forward, she has to come with numbers. She has to come with a lot of strength and media, help from the media as well. But I will say this, like you rightly said, when lawmakers fight, policy is stalled. For almost 6 months now, the constituents of Kogi Central have had policy stalled. They don't have a voice. Essentially, they are voiceless because their lawmaker is embroiled in this case. The question now is this going to leave any political scars for Natasha? Her local influence is dwindling because she's sort of been silenced. But her international profile, whether we like it or not, has gone a lot higher. I mean, she was on the BBC, she spoke a lot on international platforms, and so that's something to think about. But like you rightly said, Etoma, you know, these repeated delays in terms of the cybercrime trial, the defamation suit, they're slowing, it's legal red tape, and they're slowing down and taking away the focus from what is at hand.
From what the problem is.
It's very interesting, and the labeling on this as well, when we look at the societal damages, whether she's either a liar, a troublemaker, a witch, a seductress, a temptress.
About that liar, when we talk about that liar thing, you know, we wanted evidence. We just wanted to see evidence from Natasha, you know, and I don't think we've actually even seen that evidence. But we're not even talking about the evidence right now. Ibrahim, we're hearing that, you know, we saw her on her seat yesterday. We saw the ceremony where they opened the door and then she could finally go in. Like I was telling Olamide, why was there a protest for her to even get there? We said 6 months. The 6 months has elapsed. Let her go back quietly. I feel like this doesn't even do well for us, for people, you know, that are looking at Nigerian politics, because at the end of the day, why is there drama before she even gets back to her seat?
Yes, because she actually exited, you know, with
drama.
So and that is expected. The only thing that is painful for me here is that I do not know where, because anything we are saying here, it has nothing to do with the merits of the case. The court is the court, and whatever they decide on, you know, is final, and we're not here to, you know, tell the judges what to do. But we are only speaking based on, you know, the facts that we have, the events that have been reported in the news media. You know, it's not easy when you allege or you accuse someone of rape, and then you go ahead to also defame someone, and then by saying that the person also, was involved in the death of someone who is Imore Inobong, you know, of a lady that organ was harvested. These are damning, you know, allegations that can not just affect Akpabio. Well, Akpabio has a family, has a wife, has children, and people will always use this as, you know,
the internet never forgets.
Do you understand? So, but you've not for once even showed us any evidence, and that is not the right thing to do. And this same woman who has also accused Reno Mokri of the same, using the same allegations.
Like a pattern.
And Reno Mokri had been calling her names, saying that she lied and all of that. She never for once even responded to Reno Mokri. So it actually begs the question, why are you laying all these claims? The challenge for me here is for the women folk, people who genuinely, emphasis mind, people who genuinely, you know, have these, you know, issues affecting them, maybe rape and all of that, people will start doubting them because we've had a woman of that caliber accusing, alleging rape and all of that, and then you do not even show us not even an iota of evidence.
I'm going to come to you here, and I don't want it to be like women supporting women. I support women, but I wouldn't support a woman that is doing something wrong. I agree with Ibrahim. You know, times without number, I've said on this table, like, let's see some evidence. Because in one way or the other, a person cannot just come out to lie like that about somebody. So I believe that she must have concrete evidence that, you know, and it's sad that up to now, we've not seen anything. We're hearing a lot of claims. Like Ibrahim said, these are really, really big allegations that will even destroy this person. The internet never forgets. There are things that the children will Google and still see. You know, and we're asking that, where is this evidence? But it seems like now we've brushed this evidence case and now moving on to something else.
Well, she said she has evidence. Her lawyer says they will bring out the evidence when the time is right. Maybe by their calculation, the time is not right for the evidence to come. But actually showing some evidence will put some credibility to all the things that she has said so far.
Exactly. That's the word. It will put credibility to everything she's said so far. So I just hope that this comes to an end peacefully at the end of the day. But we'll take a quick breather now. And when we return, Ibrahim is so ready for the newspaper review. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. This is TVC Breakfast.